Have some spare food or coin?
Sorry, I've got no time for chatting. I'm handling something important for Legate Denholm. You're with the children. Listen, please don't kill me. I can explain. I've been working on it, I swear. I think Legate Denholm might actually be my father. I caught him giving me this strange look once, so I asked if something was wrong. He said he used to have a son but lost him young. Said the kid would be at my age now. So I asked how it happened, and Denholm told me. The Wyrdness got them, swallowed their entire village. I wasn't with them. And that's exactly what happened to me. Except I survived because my mum told me to run before the Wyrdness came. I was 6. I don't remember much. Just my mum looking terrified and telling me to run to the town, promising she'd be right behind me. I ran until my legs gave out. Stopped only when I reached the gates. That's when I realized she'd lied. She never followed me. I spent years on the streets after that, until the children found me. But it all lines up. Denholm's local, just like me. If I could remember where my village was, I bet we'd find something to prove it. But it is. I swore to myself that if I ever found that bastard, I don't even remember having a father. It was always just me and Mum. He probably got what he wanted from her and left. Fine. Maybe he didn't. And now the children say he's a candidate for a knight. What a joke! What kind of knight abandons his son and the mother of his child to be killed by weird beasts? He doesn't deserve any of it. Of course not. What could he even say? Sorry wouldn't cut it. And that's only if he regrets anything. Honestly, I don't think I could talk to him without wanting to kill him. And shit. But if it's really him, I can't go into this blind. You do that, and you tell me the truth. Thanks. That.
Excellent. I'll await your...
You need something? That's not good. I was hoping we could start the evacuation soon. Now all I can do is keep sending reminder letters to Camelot. And knowing how things go, those letters will Anyway, they thought it might be easier for me to connect with the locals, since, technically, I'm one of them. I used to live in a village nearby, but the Wyrdness swallowed it up, along with my wife and son. I wasn't there. I was busy trying to make a name for myself in the art. I kept telling myself that once I'd earned a decent position, My son? He barely knew me, but you know how it is. Well, I was wrong. I wasn't even there to bury. My friends told me they buried them in a crypt near the town. Not that I could. You would do that. Thank you. The crypt was locked down after the outbreak, but being Camelot's legate has its I'll await your return.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
I'm terribly sorry for all that hassle. I should have taken more precautions. Yes, thank you. Just a bit shaken. The beasts must have somehow escaped during the night. When I woke up, they were already prowling the territory. I bolted the door and sat inside, hoping they'd leave. But, well, it's a good thing you showed up. Their pen, of course. The beasts were... my test subjects. I was sure they were significantly weakened and wouldn't pose much of a danger. I must have miscalculated. It's a bit of a shame they're all dead. I'll have to start everything from scratch. I lured them. They may be built differently and are quite tough, but most of them still need to eat. That's an interesting question. Perhaps they've been in captivity, or maybe they've claimed this place as their territory. And the only thing... Or perhaps they were just dumb beasts waiting for the closest source of food to leave the house. The weirdness, and life itself. I don't know if you've ever dissected a weird beast, but their bodies are quite fascinating. Nothing is in its rightful place, and, for all intents and purposes, they shouldn't even be alive. It's a bit of a miracle, don't you think? Well, I suppose, given the nature of your encounters with them, but if you ever have the chance to look deeper... Nonsense. Where else will I conduct my experiments? I'd rather endanger just myself instead of... Oh, did he? Oh, now all my beasts are gone and I'm... Yes, I suppose you are. You see, weird beasts are unique creatures. The spark of life they carry, I believe it can be extracted and transferred. Creating a... With everything that's been happening on Avalon, I believe this is the only way the pigs can already do that. Well, yes, but they hardly escape disfigurement and corruption, do they? Besides, if I succeed, humans will be able to live in the weirdness free. The heart of a Fae. Well, the Fae, to be precise. I'm not interested in the heart of some heart. I've heard of a Fae that calls itself Foxglove. It dwells in the roots of an ancient tree, lurking for unsuspect. If you bring me its heart, you won't just be doing me a favor. Me? Of course not. I'm just a scientist. I've only heard rumors. They might be exaggerated, of course, but I wasn't going to risk my life just to satisfy... They are powerful, they are... Splendid!
My, what a lovely mortal he sent my way. Such a silly man, that face. I can smell him on you. The sharp stench of fear and and that cloying trace of hope. As if he truly believes all his putrid human weaknesses. But of course, you could even say we're quite close. And in return, he promised me a small piece of his sad mortal. It's a bit insulting, don't you think? Mortals. He swore to leave Avalon for 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days to... Exactly! I can't understand why he's making such a fuss. Time here flies by so quickly. Unlike in the court, where... Oh, maybe he's not as foolish as I thought. Knowledge, of course. A lofty dream of saving Avalon by filling it with monstrous beasts. You see, in my realm, mortals can live as long as we wish them to. A few adjustments here and there, and they can... Yet you mortals always believe that death is your escape. Even though we tell you time and... Phaedros thought it could work on Avalon, too. He was only half right, which... Well, you take a creature that shouldn't be alive, yet is, and you combine it with the human spark that has such a relentless drive for survival. The results are quite curious. Part beast, part human. Overall nothing that should... But he kept trying, that fool, and kept returning here, ranting that I gave him the knowledge he craved. How he used it? They were misery given form, driven by instinct and root. So, who knows? Maybe they were just regular mortals after all. Oh, my poor sweet thing. That's just how mortals are. Now, don't fret. I don't blame you for falling for Phaedros' little ruse. How about I give you a little something, and you take it straight to his hidey hole? Then he can bear the consequences for trying to fool us both. What do you say? Oh, you see, Phaedros is being quite the foolish man. Well, truth be told, he is succeeding at the moment. But still, when an opportunity presents itself... Oh, wonderful. Here, take my eye. Bring it straight to Phaedros. He'll be dealt with swiftly, and your reward will be... own to punish, mine to torment. We had a deal.
I'm sorry, but Phaedros misled you. He belonged to the guild, which means his life and his services weren't his to give away.
What? That can't be true. I never saw any of it.
That's because he escaped our supervision and has been hiding from us ever since. Any deals he made in that time are void, and the—
I see. You. Did you know about this? Of course not. Just once I'd like to meet a mortal who's not completely useless. Reward? What? I'm done dealing with mortals. With any luck, you'll all be dead in a second.
So, you're the one Phaedros dragged into his madness. Apologies for the mess. I'm in the— I won't deny, I'd have preferred to meet under much more favorable circumstances. I feel a bit like I've been caught at the scene of a crime. Although, in my defense, if we're speaking of crimes, Phaedros' reckless Unfortunately, yes. The rules of our guild are— It's not like— Believe me. Phaedros— First, I need to finish cleaning up here and prepare— I'll also secure the rest of his research and materials to ensure they don't fall. And then I'll have to write a report. Ugh. And then we'll talk about your next assignment. Now, that shame our meeting had to be under these circumstances. Believe me, not all alchemists act like Phaedros. You seem all right, though. Charles's calm. Tell me, what made you join the guild? Then you might like the Dalriata approach. They specialize in brewing potions that can enhance one's ability. You've already met one of them, Tyrannus. But anyway, what do you need? I'm trying to conduct field research, but the last few weeks I lack the necessary specimens, and I'm not exactly equipped to gather them myself. I heard you're trustworthy. But first, a warning. It involves extracting brain matter. But before you even get to that part, I need brain centers from 3 creatures. A Nookalivi, a human infected with the Red Death, and a villager touched by the Wyrdness. I've heard stories about peasants on farmlands near Kunacht. They were I'll reward you for each of the 3 brains. A bloody pulp is better suited as a snack for Charles. Each one, as for the red... Late, or the... To answer your crossing... That's a bit more... Charles, he won't at the... I wouldn't. I found while working... If this, I assume, then... So that... All I... amend... Unfortunately... The higher... Each... It's hard... Many... Until next...
yourself.
Have some spare food or coin?
No need for that, is there?
You're back.
Always a pleasure to see you. Oh, hello there.
Helix.
Oh, Nakalevi are though other animals will. Regardless. Thank you. I trust you. The plague is known for its I must pause. Since the weirdness began to reemerge. Thank you. I hope that through these studies. So, it seems we're almost done. But I must. Before we met, I made contact with Dalriata trappers who agreed to get me the brain of an ice. Out of their group, only 2 survived. Let's just say they've been making some threats. I need you. They belong to the Svein tribe, but were banished for some reasons. I just wanted a group of folks who knew the Forlorn Swords well. Don't... We initially planned to meet in a location I could easily access, but after what happened to their folks, here's the location and the gold I promised them for the task. Don't try to negotiate. The amount has already been agreed upon. Once it's done, find me. I'll be nearby. However, I'd prefer not to attend. Until next time.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Put that away.
You're back. You know something, don't you? I bloody knew it! That bastard! Thank you. And...
You. And you think... What? That... I don't know whether to thank you or run, but if what you're saying is true, then there might still be hope. You've given me. I'll await your return.
Good. I'll await your...
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
So he is. When you join the Children of Morrigan, we become your only family. The only grudges worth pursuing are ours. It's a bit of a setback, but perhaps it's for the best. What's done is done. But enough of this. I must say, my fledgling, you've surpassed my expectations. I want you to make your way to the Forlorn Swords. High in the mountains there, you'll find a very particular nest. Well, that's for you to find out, isn't it? Both. Yes. Don't worry. Now fly, my
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Let's see. Ah, the raspberries. Nutrition is key, my brave friend. You'll thank me later. Now, it's time to see you on the other side.
Silly mushrooms. They whisper behind your back again. How did you lose your name? Did the fire take it?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
If it weren't you, someone else would have pointed them to the hiding place. If you hadn't done it, you'd be dead as well. You killed us!
Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! They didn't deserve this! Please! Let them go! Please! Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them... Oh, the king himself! I am unworthy. Yes, maggots. You are here to help? The worthless maggots, but there are no more druids. I ate them. The vile maggots ate the druids. Then the maggot was born when Muri... Yes, the maggots. Would you like to kill the maggots? Mayuri gave birth to the maggot, but the maggot doesn't want to live. The maggot won't fight you. Oh, there you are. It was... Well, we have managed to embark on a journey together. Mine was, then I saw you. Except that power had a that was you? I was sure I was getting killed. I felt that I wanted to die, which was nothing new, to be honest, but now, perhaps I should be grateful. I see. Do you need anything? It did. Things I'd forgotten. Things I didn't know I knew. It's the druid half. It's at Sagrimor's castle. I don't know how he got it. His castle sank a couple 100 years ago. Just Grimm's. He wanted to be like Arthur. Made deals with witches. Then his kingdom vanished. Nianti. She knows. Priestess things. Do you need anything else? If... They say He dreamed of becoming the next king. Along the way, he encountered 3 witches. It's likely they were quite powerful, and Sagramore struck a deal with them. Many adventurers have tried to find his castle, after all. Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. No time to lose. The sooner we start. Now I need to prepare myself, but...
No. My subjects were usually well disposed towards them, grateful for their magic. Merlin was held in high esteem by the common folk. Of course, there was mistrust at times, even open hostility, but nobody was ever so twisted by hatred as to herd them into a giant wicker man and set them alight.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
I'll await your return. I'll await your I'll await your... I'll await you.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
You shouldn't listen to that lunatic. Every time I see him is... I suppose he's right, and the Menhir really can be reignited. Menhir or not. The hospital will manage without me for a little while longer. So you've seen what happened with your own eyes. I shouldn't, but maybe the Menhir's reaction to your arrival. I come here because it's a reminder of how I should feel sorrow, guilt. I stand here. I wait for a feeling at the corrupted temple. Something happened when I feel like... And I've been hearing her voice ever since. And it seems you've only scratched this. You need to return. Speak to her again, but this time ask directly about me. Who? There's something she knows. I wouldn't ask this of you if it weren't important. What if you can find that thread and pull it free? If you want to help me, I need you to go to the corrupted temple. Thank you. Go.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
I'll await your...
I'll await you.
What do you want? I'll await you.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
You can see that's not how it's meant. The All-Mother holds all wisdom in her womb. The threads in prayer. You will find greater wisdom than in... Niante, the fractured one. Yeah. What she cast away. A fragment, a spark. Hers, yeah, and does she need it? Truly? I held it for her because she could not bear it. Is that what she told you? That I stole it like a thief in the night? No. It was her despair. I merely... Because the All-Mother does not abandon her children. Niante's compassion is a spark. But to reclaim it, she must prove herself. Then she must prove herself worthy. That fragment is steeped in corruption. Take this. It holds what she has lost. Bring it to the All-Mother's altar and cleanse it in her light. Go, and tell Niante this. The fire she extinguished...
Keep it civil, please.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Aurelia's voice, it's different now. So, this is it. The piece of myself I've been missing all this time. If it truly is mine, I cannot leave it in this state. If I try to retrieve part... She's right. Surprising, considering the things she's whispered to me. Meet me at the statue of the All-Mother. There, in her... You've already done so much for me, but... I must ask for one more thing. Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
The All-Mother's light will reveal the truth. Then let's begin. Oh, hello. My name is Nianti. I don't know how long I've been here, but I don't know why I'm here or why I can't leave. I came to the All-Mother's temple not that long ago, I think. They said I had a gift, but one day something changed. Corruption seeped into the temple. I failed. I tried to escape, but I couldn't. And now... What? That can't be true. How could I serve when I'm trapped here? How could I help anyone when I'm... Tell me. Needed? Maybe that's true if I still have the power to heal, or perhaps my purpose isn't lost. But thank you. You've given me the clarity I've lacked for so long. So, this is what it feels like to be whole again. It's strange. Like I've been walking in and now I feel as I always should have. Compassion, care, hope, all the things I pushed away out of fear. They were... First, I will return to the people. You have done more for me than I ever could have asked for. No, you didn't. The All-Mother guided us. There is much to do, but...
Have some spare food or coin? Helps. Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Does it matter? As long as the result is the betterment of the people, what difference does it make? Guilt is a powerful motivator, and a useful one at that. My sisters taught me that, time and time again.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
I'll await your...
Just stay put. Everything will be okay.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
It worked. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors. Is everything all right? Eh?
So, it's done. The Menhir is alive once more. This...
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Menhir belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. I am the Lord of Connacht, not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't...
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Menhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help. And I'm people I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before... You see, here's where it gets interesting. No one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return. It also ensures the people of Connacht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, and if by some miracle we return with the legendary Grail, by Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it. I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, you might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea. A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the Menhir is reignited, the people will be safe and retain the right to stay on their land. Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons. And I doubt... Thank you. And believe me, the reward you'll receive for your... And whether they agree or not...
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
This is my shield. But there's no part of my soul inside. We need to look somewhere else. But I can feel the missing part. Maybe it's the men here. Maybe it needs something from us.
If nobody's working the anvil, then it means the forge is closed. A woman happened. He was chasing after some girl he thought the world of. One time he went to see her and didn't come back for 2 days. He was all the way on the outskirts of Kur. Afterwards, he seemed to be getting better. I could see that he was starting to struggle with swinging the hammer. Now he just lies there, barely breathing. I have no idea how to help. I told him that it's no use chasing after stupid kid. What do I care? Whatever happened there could have been her fault, so excuse Beor's wound wasn't caused by... Hell knows. He didn't want to tell me what, but I know that youngsters in love used to visit this. Maybe they went there and were attacked by weird beasts or something. I only cared that... Really? Well, if this can put Beor back... Beor, you're...
What? What happened? I don't remember much.
That's right. And what did I always tell you about chasing after women, huh? You're lucky this one showed up. Otherwise, I never would have guessed you fell in love with a weird beast. Better take this to your grave if you don't want to become a laughingstock. Well, get up now. You can take it easy today.
I'm sorry.
And you, thank you. I'd thank the All-Mother for sending you at the last minute. Finally, if you ever need a smith, you can come. Oh, hello. Do you need something? It all and then we load Deno. It's and Camel Lord. Here the man I do. His our if it who though. They no. I don't really want to talk about it, but she would chat with Nianti. They took her away. She caught a cold. That's all I can tell you. I don't want to think... You... what? I can't believe this. My Katrin, do you still have the letter? A boy. My little boy. She mentioned once that she liked the name Llewellyn. I always wanted a son. Thank you. I'm guessing the if everyone here were as brave as you... Here, take this. I have no use... Why? Years ago, if... Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Beor is still wet behind the ears. Beor...
Or if you... It's just...
Nothing. It's... Well, but it turned... We fed poor... Aye. You... Aye. Or... we didn't... What else? And if we... And we tried... We...
Another one. Which one? Or the... We are... I... And people... The cat... Vi... And there's... My... We've... I... Be... There's... Our... She might... Go... Me... This... I hope it's all... I know... No... Yes, truth be... Like... The... Oh, I... Problem is... Either... I don't... But not that... But... Nah, but if I... For theft! Can... Why? Huh. Eggs.
Sometimes it's good to just sit and think.
just sit and think.
Good day to you.
What do you want? Got some fresh carrots?
Come on. We can't sell Daisy. We're gonna need her.
What we're going to need is money. And she'll fetch a good price.
We still need to move somehow, don't we? She could pull the cart.
We have Clover for that. Look, I know how much this horse means to you, but I've already talked to Dinone. He's willing to pay a lot of gold for her.
But what if we...
No, Gil. Enough. We're selling her, and that's that.
We hope that Camelotian knows what a treasure he's getting. Daisy's not just any horse. I guess. He'd say, I guess I must have been. I do. And now we're... Have a nice day.
If you're interested... Sure, are you? Fine, you have... I... Haven't you down... I... I'm a... Gil... Mind... Both... He took... Grant... Drunk... He got... I wish... What? A weird beast, but... strange. Nah, that's not it. He told me I was... no.
Yeah. It was an accident, I swear. I was at the stable. I saw Rob begged into... Afterwards, that... Oh, God. May the All-Mother have mercy. I never meant for this to happen. Are you going to tell Rob? You're right. I will. I'll...
Yeah, they're doing it. We've got time. I've seen enough to stay in me. I just... Have a good day. Be careful out there.
Take care of yourself.
I talked to Gil. He told me he killed Granddad. Gil came into the house just so. No, we never... No, but he's gone... Thank you for what...
Put that away. Need anything else? Ah! You really did! Huh. Maybe there was. He always... I just... Well then...
Really? What for? Ah, yes. And he sent you to... But honestly, I'm not worthy. I'd just get in the way. The maggot inside me is still strong. I tell Yvain I'm sorry. I'm honored he's...
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is big.
You found her, and came out alive. So that means... I'm not sure. I'm guessing some kind of spell. I can't believe love could ever be that blind. She was a monster, as you know. I can't believe it's over. Oh, and I didn't have a chance to express my gratitude. You risked your life for me. That's more than I could ever ask of anyone. What do you need? I remember following her to that cursed place. When we were, I felt a great pain. And then I saw what she really was. I managed to get away, but each morning after that, the burning of my wound grew more. I'm forging. It's easier. It hasn't been easy. You've seen what they did even before I... The men here, perhaps I just wanted... Got something for me to... So far, all my attempts have failed. There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. It tells that they could forge a heart. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. Well, a Dalriata's selling books. And I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe you could do it for me. Thank you. Aye.
Prepare for battle. Keep your wits about you. Your welcome is ours. You'll fall to my spur.
Oh? And where'd you hear it? I didn't know our stories had travelled so far. The Camelosians prefer to call us, but I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something only another... So, that... Aye, that's the way of it. A heart given to those they drain every joy, every spark. I'm sorry your friend bears that burden. He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. Steel's no better. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal that will sing as your... Twice. Once for a man whose wife's heart had been frozen by an ice weaver. The other, well, it beats in my beloved's chest, as his beats in mine. Aye. It's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. It must be woven with it. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. After that, Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. The rest is up to you. The art is just an empty life, of course. A heart must be full, but we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through... No, of course not. You can fill it with the laugh of creatures you kill, but it'll take some time. And I can't say what effect it'll have on Bayor. It's not a method. You can pour some of your own laugh into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifice. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his... If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just either way, come back with... Of course. Ah, this part never gets old. Remember, don't resist it. Let go of your instincts and focus on the heart. Here, feel how warm it is.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you? Have some spare food or coin?
What do you need? What? That's amazing. Oh my. I have so many questions. For this, I will need your help, my friend. Once more. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a... I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out. It's different. Everything, I guess, more will become clear with time. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I'll be going back to work. What do you need? Come back if you...
Bayor's fully recovered. He's doing well, and well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. You've done right by me. This whole expedition is madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones... I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about... Tell Yvain he can count on me.
I know. I'm the one who suggested it. Yvain can count on me. After everything, tell Yvain I'll join him on this holy mission. May the All-Mother watch over you. Go.
I should stay out of trouble.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any... Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but perhaps along the way we'll meet others willing to lend us their skills. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world, and you've done me a great favor. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House terá has done for generations.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now!
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again!
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Kuanacht, at least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger. It's an ancient law I established myself. It is good that he is not going alone. I honor the courage of, even if Yvain does not return, his Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. I tried to build something lasting. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy. But what we've seen so far? People playing at being lords and commanders. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. Yes, the situation is complex. But that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis. And yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. Turn every resource toward understanding why the Wyrdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people, even if it meant standing against me. We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values, symbols, without the will to uphold them. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this Menhir. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
The less attention, the better. Just passing through? Good.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he... I'll leave you two. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends.
Greetings, friend of our house. Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust... House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted, but your words are... As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. I do not know when or... Since Camelot, we may not agree on... So, I think you once... Farewell.
Well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have it here. Go to this place. No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's the house of someone I once called my employer. Oh, I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on... No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's sword. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently. Oh, you'll see for yourself. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this.
Didn't expect to see you here.